The Filth Amendment. We, the judges of the Filth Court, do hereby declare that no person shall have the right to remain messy in the matters of relationships. No individual shall be exempt from judgment or escape accountability for their actions, including but not limited to questionable decisions, dramatic love triangles, or embarrassing text exchanges. Let it be known that in the realm of modern relationships, the chaos and messiness that accompany human interactions shall not be protected by any right to remain unexamined. Those who engage in cringeworthy dates, relationship meltdowns, or arguments gone too far shall not be entitled to shield themselves from the full extent of scrutiny. No person shall be absolved of their flaws, imperfections, or mistakes. Thus they shall face judgment, and no claim to innocence shall be allowed when the filth of their actions is exposed in the court of public opinion.
What's going on, Judge?
What's going on, Judge?
Order
in the court.
Order in the court. Yeah, I got me had to give me a drink for this one. Ooh, man, had a long week, man. How about yourself, sir?
Oh man, my week been all right, man. It's just getting started, so I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed today.
Oh man, that's dope. Yeah, man. Who we got in the chat? We got anybody watching tonight? A couple people. Oh, don't worry, we're gonna get the numbers up over here. We just gotta be consistent and keep pumping out the content. How you feeling, man?
Oh, I can't complain, man. I'm feeling pretty good, man. Get ready to get this show started. I know you got some clips ready for us.
Oh yeah, I got some clips ready for you, man. I'm gonna go ahead and, without further ado, go ahead and start presenting the first thing on the docket, and we'll just handle these case by case. So let's go ahead and get started. By the way, chat, who's listening, if you got any personal matters, any issues, relationship issues, or anything like that, we have posted a call-in link. And if you want us to address it or help you solve problems in it or cast judgment on it, we will do it. Just make sure you're on camera and you got good audio and good lighting. So you ready to proceed, Your Honor?
I'm ready to proceed, Your Honor.
All right, let's do it. Let's go ahead and get this thing going, man. Struggle streaming, man. Where the stuff? Oh, do you got the cases over there on your computer?
Yeah, I got the cases over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go ahead and upload them things, man. I'm over here struggle streaming, man. Y'all forgive me, man. I took the time out to get me a drink, but I forgot about the damn cases.
Thing is, I haven't.
Hold on.
All right.
All right. First order on the docket.
Let's see what we got.
What we got here? We got I want dating a single mom, huh? Is that what this is?
No. Let's see what it is, and then we'll just start, listening for any offenses or any crimes that's been committed. You can play it all from the beginning.
I have found a lot of men in America who are really appealing to me spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally. So my thing is, I've got the athlete that I hang out with. I've got the spirit that I pray with. I've got the person that's adventurous that I travel with. So it's more lifestyle than it is the sexual connection for me. It's more like I'm not in a relationship, so I have more than one man I spend time with.
So whatever you don't get over here, you can get here.
Yeah.
Or here.
Now my heart and my soul is actually monogamous.
Okay.
But because I can't find that, I don't stop.
So he knows I'm going to.
Hold on, wait a minute.
She said her soul is monogamous. What in the hell is that, Rihanna?
Man, say so. It sounds like she want to get her back blown out, but she don't really want no real connections. She said, I'm guessing what that sounds like is that she's unable to pair bond.
Pair bonding? I see pair bonding as a offense. Inability, what we call inability to pair bond. Also, I know I see another offense too, brother. Tell me what you think about this one.
What you got?
So we got first thing is inability to pair bond. 2 is she said I can't find this X, Y, and Z. She's not impressionable.
Okay.
Unimpressionable. Because I look at it like this. Instead of trying to find somebody to fit in your system or to fit your relationship dynamic, as a woman, you're supposed to be submissive and compromising and impressionable and cooperative enough to where you should be trying to vet men out to figure out, okay, how do I fit for them? So I'll put a second offense as unimpressionable.
And then I was thinking something else also. She said something at the beginning, basically said something along the lines of choosing a lifestyle over love. That's what I got from her. Let me rewind this clip real quick. We got to do that one more time. Hold on.
Yeah, let's run it back one more time.
Thing is, I haven't found a lot of men in America who are really appealing to me spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally. So my thing is, I've got the athlete that I hang out with. I've got the spirit that I pray with. You know, I've got the person that's adventurous that I travel with. So it's more lifestyle than it is the sexual connection. For
So is that 3 different types of guys? You got the spiritual guy. She said she got the athlete and the guy she traveled with. So
what would that be a violation of? Because we normally talk about that. Ain't that kind of almost in violation is like having a guy in your book is foodie?
Yeah. Well, I would say it's a promiscuity violation for certain.
Promiscuity violation?
Yep, promiscuity.
And then I would like to also think that from what I gather from this is there ain't enough good men fallacy. That's a heavy violation.
In all of America too?
And all of America, goddamn, you can't tell me that that's true for you. There ain't a good enough good man. I think that's the most egregious violation of all of this. She came out the gates with that, said, if there ain't enough good ones, so I'm gonna fuck them all. That's what I got from that.
The fact that she's exhausted all of the men in America, and she travels, she still can't find that one man. Suggests that it's not just an American thing. It's international as well. So the issue looked like it might be in the mirror. So I would say this is an accountability offense as well.
Okay.
So I don't know about you, Judge, but I got inability to pair bond. 2, unimpressionable. 3, promiscuous behavior. And 4, accountability.
Okay. Hold on, wait. Let's see. You said promiscuous behavior.
Mm-hmm.
I actually got a few more to add to that. I got choosing lifestyle over love. There ain't enough good man fallacy. And you already put that. Lack of accountability and promiscuity.
Mm-hmm.
And unimpressionable. So right now, baby boy mama is not looking good for you. Right now, we got what's that? 8 count, 6 counts?
Is that 6? What do you got? I got. Let's go back over there just to make sure we got the same amount over here. So I got an inability to pair bond. She's unimpressionable, promiscuous behavior, lack of accountability. What else you got?
I got choosing lifestyle over love, there ain't enough good man fallacy, and actually, no, I think yeah.
So we can put the ain't a good man fallacy. I guess we can keep that instead of the lack of accountability, right? Does that sound better?
Well, if I'm looking at it right, so as of right now, she has 5 counts. Let's see, 6 counts against her, right?
Yeah.
And she actually violates several laws here. If I can run them down with you real quick.
Yeah.
As of right now, inability to pair bond violates Title V, commitment and accountability avoidance. Subsection E.06, serial dating without real connection. Did we find her guilty on this matter?
I find her guilty on that.
All right, so she's guilty of that. So she's guilty of subsection E.06. Also, she's in violation of Title V, E.01, not knowing what you want but dating anyway. That's unimpressionable. But then also choosing lifestyle over love violates Title 15, lifestyle fraud and personal projection. O.01, faking success until believed, manifestation lies. And then the one that I feel is the most egregious. There ain't enough good men violates Title 6, materialism and superficial standards. Subsection F.01, having delusional dating standards. You got that down?
Delusional dating standards.
Yep.
So now that would have been a really good one. That could be like maybe an added offense.
Oh no, it's already in there.
Okay.
That's the law she violated. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we might actually she violated one over here. Promiscuity violation. She violated Title 16, home wreckery, and side piece shenanigans. Subsection P.01, voluntary side chick conduct with full awareness of the main chick. I wouldn't necessarily put the fact that she's a side chick, so we might have to change that to add something else. But she definitely falls under the title of home wreckery and side piece shenanigans. Because I would argue that she's probably not only is she participating in this promiscuous behavior, but I'm sure she doesn't give a damn about whether those women have men or not.
Okay.
You have another Title V violation, lack of accountability. No, I don't think I don't. Do you think it violates commitment? It violates Title V, commitment and accountability avoidance. But do you think it violates this law E.05, not being honest about your intentions?
I'm not sure about that one because she may have been honest. We haven't been able to see the communication she's had with these men to render them unqualifiable to her. But we did say that she did state something about lifestyle. So I think the lifestyle, prioritizing the lifestyle over love is a good enough hit on her. And we can kind of work with that.
Okay, so we can say, all right, so as of right now, I would say that we have 3 counts, 4 legitimate counts against her. The inability to pair bond, unimpressionable, choosing lifestyle over love, and the there ain't enough good man fallacy.
And so let me see if I can match up what you got, because this is what I got, Judge. I got the similar, pretty much similar to what you have. I got the inability to pair bond, and that matched with Title V, subsection E06, serial dating without real connection. And I find her guilty on that. And we can start sentencing if you want to on that. The second one is unimpressionable to men. That matches title. What is that? Is that Title 9? Title 9, subsection I.03, accusing men of being intimidated without proof. I found her guilty on that. Promiscuous behavior. Go ahead.
You said for unimpressionable?
Yeah.
Oh, so you say she violates Title .9. Okay, hold on. Let me pull that
Yeah.
up. Let me see. I'm going to ask them to pull up Title 9 then.
Hang in there with us, chat. What is up? What we got? Red lipstick over here. We got them my people. Shout out to the people we got listening. So we're gonna be building this audience, man, and we need y'all to rock with us. What you got on Title 9? You got the same thing I got on Title 9?
Yeah, I got that. All right, I just wanted to make sure I pulled up the what her sentence is.
Okay.
That.
And then we can just go over the sentences. So the third thing I got is for the promiscuous behavior. That's Title 16, subsection P.01, voluntary side chick conduct. I think you said that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And I found her guilty on that. And we can sentence on that too. Lack of accountability, saying there are no good men in America. Title was that Title 7, subsection.
Yeah, Title 6, materialism and superficial standards.
Okay. Well, I got Title 7 over here. I got Title 7, subsection G06, saying all men are trash but still dating the same type. And I found her guilty on that.
Title 7, Title 7.
Yeah. And it I might have it up. Might be automatically updating it. They might not see it on your end, but I got it set up over here to automatically update.
You said Title.
We got the clerks working 24 hours over here on this side, Judge.
You said this file G.06?
Yeah, G.06.
Okay, I can smoke a bag of that. Yep, that's actually a perfect violation right there. That's perfect right there.
Mm-hmm. And then I think the last one I got was lifestyle over love. I'm glad you pointed that out. Title 17, or I'm sorry, 14, subsection N.05. Treating love like a transaction. And I found her guilty on that. And we can get to the sentencing so we can go move along.
All right. Oh, you already got the sentencing on your end?
Yeah, I got the sentences on it.
All right, well, go ahead and read them off then.
Okay, then. So we got the inability to pair bond. We found you guilty on that. The sentence is every day ends in controversy. Every day ends in conversations about astrology, CrossFit, or their ex who just didn't get them. Unimpressionable to men. We find you guilty on that. Only meets men who are 100% unfazed and say you're not that deep to your face. For promiscuous behavior, we have you guilty on that. And the sentencing for that is eternal cropping from vacation photos, ghosted after midnight, and publicly labeled that girl in every group chat. Number 4, for lack of accountability, we find you guilty on that. And we're going to sentence you to apps lock her into a cycle of matching with her emotional twin, worse dressed. And lastly, lifestyle over love, we find you guilty of that. And the sentence is doomed to meet emotionally unavailable millionaires and spiritually rich broke boys, but never both in one man.
Oh, hell.
And I got a final thing I want to address for this woman. So listen up, and you listen good. We're gonna call. This court has reviewed your case, your choices, and your warped little worldview. and we've reached a unanimous conclusion. You're guilty on all counts of emotional tomfoolery, relationship fraudulence, and accountability evasion. You claim there's no good men left. That ain't a fact, sweetheart. That's a cop-out. You stomped through the dating trenches acting like the prize while offering clearance rack effort and side chick energy. You've been issued more red flags than a Soviet parade, and yet you still have the audacity to scream, "Where are the good men?" While swapping right and at the same time, it's just a walking red flag in different shoes. And I'm gonna let Judge Sweeney see if he want to say anything else on you.
All right,
That's pretty much what I got.
In this particular matter, judgment shall be poetic, boundaries shall be honored, and filth shall be held accountable. I agree with all the sentences here. Now, why don't we go ahead and send that lady going down to the jail cell?
Okay, Judge. Justice served. Shout out to Rob Carpenter.
On the docket.
Who we got next, Judge?
Next on the docket. Let's go.
I might be. Hey, look. I like that. I like that. I like that. Do that shit again. Hey, yo. I might. Hey, look. Let's get to these cases. I might be done to take my wife to lunch. You know how them damn judges be.
Let's see if I can get her going a little further.
Yeah, you just play.
He's not gonna.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hold on. We're gonna get to you.
He knows I'm going.
Can't find that. I don't stop.
So he knows I'm going to lunch.
He knows you're
He
going to
knows
lunch.
my vibe. He knows how I like to move, and he only sent $30.
But I'm not gonna bend over backward for a man that is just sending whatever he can. He's not gonna be my boyfriend, number one. But if I'm talking to him next time I'm out, and he says, "Oh, you need something for lunch," I'm gonna tell him it's okay. Somebody already sent me $100.
Me in that situation, handling it with grace. Thank you so much, baby. I'm so appreciative. I'm gonna still take a picture of that bill and I'm gonna send it to him. Thank you for the 30. That was the tip.
For the niggas who always
Ooh.
Let's play that back, bro. Like, cause I found a couple things in there. For one, I just want to get clarification on this because you might have heard something different to me. Did she say for one, he's not gonna be the boyfriend anyways?
Okay.
But because I can't find that, I don't stop.
So he knows I'm going to lunch.
He knows you're
He
going to
knows
lunch.
my vibe. He knows how I like to move, and he only sent $30.
But I'm not gonna bend over backward for a man that is just sending whatever he can. He's not gonna be my boyfriend.
Ooh.
Oh my God. Hold on. Let's just stop right
Holy shit. Right off the bat, accepting money from a man you don't like. Oh, Lord Jesus. That is wrong to the highest degree right there.
Accepting money from a man you don't like.
I also got unappreciative of a man's efforts.
I got that too. I want to say ungrateful as well. That's another offense.
And some of these might actually overlap, chat. Some of these might overlap. And then also and most importantly, materialistic ass bitches.
They got unrealistic standards too. Because I think of it like this. She said he sends what he cans. As if that's not, that's just, I guess that's on the line of ungrateful. She got materialistic.
Unrealistic standards. unappreciative of a man's efforts,
Mm-hmm.
and accepting money from a man you don't even like. I think I think what is that? 4 counts?
Yeah. I actually got 5.
Oh,
So I got the first one is accepting money from men you do not like or intend to be in a relationship with. I think the men are actually doing those things in hopes that maybe he could secure her as a companion or, in a committed relationship with her. But he's oblivious to that. And he's actually spending his money on her, thinking that that's what it's going to lead to. And she's not being transparent. So it should be it may be a lack of transparency in this situation too, Judge. I don't know if you want to hit her with that.
Okay, and I also got an offense for the guy too. Leading with your wallet and trying to buy.
God damn, you ain't lying. Yo, look, leading with your damn wallet and I don't know. Now, let's see. We're gonna have to think about that one. I don't know. That kind of makes sense. He put himself in that situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to be able to read the signs, man.
So all right, so I got a offense for him. And like I said, I still got 4. I still got 4 over here for her. 4 counts for her.
So what you got? You got 4 counts.
I got 4 counts for her, 1 count for him.
Chat, what y'all see in this? Because we paused it. We ain't even finished. You know that. So we got material. Okay, so your last one was materialistic, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say materialistic mentality. Because it's obviously she only want him for what he can do.
Okay.
What he can do monetarily. I'm just calling a spade, Judge. Correct me if I'm being too harsh now. Because I think it's unrealistic standards because most men don't earn enough to be able to treat you like that. Well, $30 ain't. What would they expect? I wish I knew how much they was really expecting for you to send. Because $30 for lunch? Are we talking about lunch?
If you think about it, she said that's the tip, and typically you only tip 18%.
Oh,
So
God. What are they eating at? Roof Chris?
So if $30 is the 18%, I ain't that good at math, but what is that? $150 bill? Almost.
And that's one meal. That's one person. But you know what I think it is, Judge?
What's up?
I think she got you paying for lunch for her and the next man.
We can't put that charge on her because we don't necessarily know that.
Can't put that check. Well, I want to put that jacket on her so bad. She paying for dinner for you and another nigga. And she what Rob Carpenter said, charge her with price gouging too, for your honor. He said she knows she ain't worth more than a McDonald's meal. Damn. Look, what do you see? Do you see what I see? right there where her bra strap at. Not a bra strap, but a tank top strap at. She got a little overhang right there, in the armpit. She probably need to be taking a little PB Swizzle bowl from Tropical Smoothie, try to eat healthy or something. And then we got my man D Money Clean looking like that and having that standard is atrocious. So I think you got to have a certain look to you to be trying to demand this type of treatment, right, Judge? What you think?
I'm in 100% agreement with you. So yeah,
let's go ahead.
You want me to read off the counts? I got them right here. Pretty much.
We might want to finish this video because this is a couple more.
Oh, there's more. There's more to this.
Yeah, you might be to add more. I got 5 counts now. Let's get the rest of the footage out.
I got 4 counts.
You got 4?
Let's see. Yeah, I only got 4 counts. Only got 4 offenses right now.
Okay, let me go ahead and play the rest of this up.
Number one, but if I'm talking to him next time I'm out and he says, "Oh, you need something for lunch," I'm gonna tell him it's okay. Somebody already sent me $100.
Me in that situation, handling it with grace. Thank you so much, baby. I'm so appreciative. I'm gonna still take a picture of that bill and I'm gonna send it to him. Thank you for the 30. That was the tip.
Oh hell no. Oh hell no! I could tell that was a violation right there. The manipulation, manipulation. Telling another man that you gonna get money from another man to manipulate him into sending you more money.
See, I told you, Judge. These women are goddamn. They trifling. They filthy. So she's just gonna get it with another. So you could have just communicated to me. Hey, look, this wasn't enough. I plan on eating here, and I need X, Y, and Z amount of dollars. But no, you want to go ring up another man. That means she had a man on in the dugout. She had another man on standby. I think that's an offense. You got another man on standby? What do they call that?
What is that called? What would we call that? Chat, what would we call that? Having another man on standby? What is that? The monkey branching?
You might just want to call, yeah. You can call it that or just having a side dude. I would say just having a side dude to compensate.
I got one. Can you the offense of bringing up another man to manipulate a man into spending more money?
So she's threatened.
Yep.
So she's threatened to deal with another man. Threatened to deal with another man to get her way. Damn.
Ooh, and that one is a violation of epic. Oh Lord, she done violated several instances here. We go ahead and pull that up. Pull it. I think we done with her. So I'm ready to read off the.
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and read what you got.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead and show me what you got, Judge.
All right. Here's what I got here.
I got 7 offenses too.
God damn.
I'm gonna let you go first.
All right, so I'm gonna read them off then because I got that other one pretty much. It's pretty bad. All right, so as of right now, we got offense 1: accepting money from a man you don't like or intend to be in a relationship with. This is in violation of Title II, emotional manipulation and toxic behavior, subsection B.01, leading someone on without intentions. Verdict, I found her guilty. Title 5, materialistic and superficial standards, subsection F.03. Dating someone just for their money. Verdict, I find her guilty. And she's also in violation of Title 14, materialism and superficial standards, subsection N.05, treating love like a transaction. I find her guilty. And that's underneath the first offense of accepting money from a man that she's not intending on being in a relationship with. Offense number 2, materialistic mentality. She's in violation of Title 6, materialism, again, and superficial standards, subsection F.07, having money but requiring a man with more. And then she's also in violation of Title 14, subsection N.01, having delusional dating standards. And then I have offense number 3, unrealistic standards. Again, she's in violation of Title 6, materialism and superficial standards. That's subsection F.01, having delusional dating standards. And then we also have unappreciative of a man's efforts. That's offense 4 to me. She's in violation of Title 1, relationship hypocrisy and double standards, subsection A.02, expecting 100% effort while giving 10%. And then she's also in violation of Title 13, self-sabotage and projection, subsection H.06, acting like you're too good for the person who cares. And most importantly, I find her in violation of Title 2, emotional manipulation and toxic behavior, subsection B.04, making everything a test to see if they care, subsection Title 5. Title 6, she's still in violation of that, materialism and superficial standards, subsection F.05, treating love like a transaction. And then I also want to add to that subsection X.99, deploying a ghost man for financial guilt trips. That's what that's in regards to her using another man to pay to inspire him to pay more money or to manipulate him into paying more money. And I know you said you had something else in there that you wanted to add.
I got everything you got, man. I want to hear how you gonna sentence.
All right, here's how we gonna sentence. All right, so as of right now, for offense 1, I find her in violation of 3 counts. She is sentenced to sentence 1. She is doomed to fall madly in love with someone who treats you like an option and not in a side piece, and always leave you on red at the emotional climax. Also sentence her to showered in luxury until the prenup kicks in. Then it's Uber pool and tap water for life. In violation of Title 14, materialism and superficial standards, I find her guilty, and she is sentenced to doom to meet emotionally unavailable millionaires and spiritually rich broke boys, but never both in one man.
Never both in one man. I got you.
For offense 2, materialism mentality, we found her in violation of Title 5 and Title 14. I sentence her to all rich men you meet will say alpha male unironically and own 3 wolf paintings. And then also, and for violation of Title 14, she is sentenced to dating purgatory with nothing but podcast quotes and broken dreams.
I also want to add something to that for the materialistic. I want to add on there that she be sentenced showered in luxury up until the prenup kicks in. Then it's Uber pool and tap water.
Right on.
I think we had that. We had that right, Judge.
You already had that one in there.
Okay, then I was just making sure that she got it.
And then also for offense 3, unrealistic standards, we found her guilty of Title 4, of Title 5, materialism and superficial standards, Subsection F.01, she is sentenced to matched only with people who look like your type, but talk exclusively in cringe quotes and bad memes. She is also in violation of subsection F.02. Holding unrealistically high standards while offering the bare minimum. She is found guilty. She is sentenced to you only attract overachievers who treat you like an unpaid intern. God damn. And then also, offense 4. Unappreciative of a man's effort. She's in violation of the very first laws we had on the book, Title 1, Relationship Hypocrisy and Double Standards, subsection A.02. She is sentenced to condemn to group projects where you're the only one pulling the weight forever. And also, she's in violation of Title 13. Acting like you're too good for the person who cares. She is guilty. Sentenced to you only attract people who adore you until you start liking them back, then radio silence. Now, oh damn, my bad. And then also I forgot for deploying for financial guilt trips, I found her guilty. And she is sentenced to all future comparisons will backfire. Your next man would know the other dude, call his bluff, and Venmo request you instead.
That's funny.
And with that,
Rob Carpenter said, and make her pay restitution fees and return all the funds back to the man who fell for her manipulation taxes and paid for her meals. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Case adjourned. This matter is adjourned. So, what's your final thoughts on this, man? I just
big house.
I just feel like the more women move like this, just makes it harder. It makes it harder for men to not want to settle down, not want to even consider commitment. And I think tricking just gonna be up. And that's not gonna be good. It's gonna be good for the men, but it's gonna be bad for the women. Mm-hmm. Because you don't want a society of men to just lean towards tricking. Like, because if you're gonna make money the overall priority and the overall essence of how you're gonna move in relationships and how you're gonna show loyalty, you know what I'm saying, how you're gonna reciprocate or anything like that, it almost makes sense just to, as a man, to participate in a way where I'm just gonna spend a little money and get what I want, and I'm gonna keep it moving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the way these women are moving, like you gotta convince yourself to want to have kids with these women, man. Like I'm sitting here giving you $30 for lunch, and you telling me that ain't enough. How can you tell me what I give you ain't enough? First of all, I'm giving you something. We forgot to talk about entitlement, Judge. That's an entitlement hit, right?
Yeah, we already sent it to the big house, so we go out there.
We took it to the big house. We'll let it slide. We'll catch on the next end. But you're entitled. You have this set entitlement. Like, no, if I give you something, that's what I think you should have. I'm the giver, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like somebody giving you a Christmas gift. And you say, oh, well, you should give me something better. You should have bought me something better. Like, how can you? The audacity. And that's all I got to say on that. Go ahead, Judge. What's your final thoughts on that one?
All right. Well, my final thoughts on the matter here is, I really dislike gold diggers, and I can't stand a woman that is willing to accept a man's money and she's no longer interested in him. I can't stand a woman that is unappreciative. Especially considering the day and time that we in, where a man can give you some money for lunch and then you pretend like it's nothing. Especially, and I hate that we hear women use the fact that they can provide something for themselves, so therefore a man should be willing to give her extra because he's trying to compete with her when it comes to herself. I was speaking to someone earlier today, and they kept likening this to hypergamy, right?
Yeah.
And I kept thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't think this is hypergamy. This, like, hypergamy is when you have the options, right? If you have two men in front of you, and one offers you this, and then the next man offers you more, and you pick the one that offers you the most, and you get on down the road. That's what I would think hypergamy would be, right?
Mhm.
That's what I'm seeing here. When I see women who speak like this and act like this, and they talk about what they provide for themselves or what they make or what they have, and then they use that against the men that they're potentially dating and saying, well, if I'm at this level, then you should provide me at this level. That's not hypergamy. We got to figure out another term for that.
Right.
Because you're not going to, because these women aren't having men compete with one another. These women aren't having men where they're comparing man to man. They're comparing these men to themselves.
Right.
And as long as you are the reason that you are excelling in life and you're using your excelling in life to judge men by, I don't necessarily think that will fall under hypergamy. So I wanted to call it like hyper me or something like that, or I don't know. I don't know exactly what I want to coin the term for. Chat, y'all can help me out with that. But this isn't hypergamy. This is something different, and it's actually it's worse for society than hypergamy. I think I would rather women be hypergamous than what they're doing right now.
Yeah. They just doing too much. And whatever term you come up with, I'm with you on that. I'm gonna stand by you 100% on that. I just don't think that is conducive to weaponize access to other men, like as a bargaining chip. You know, I think this is a strategy that a lot of women are starting to adapt. Using it as the way to chastise the man and to get him in line. And, hey, look, I'll just go see another guy, or I get another guy to pay for it, or I'll go stay over here. Like the math ain't mathing. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So
I am done with this heathen.
We can move on to the next.
On to the next one.
For the niggas who always be saying that you cannot turn a hoe into a housewife, yes you can, bitch. Because I used to be a hoe. But I ain't no hoe no more. So you can turn a hoe into a housewife when she get tired, of fucking random niggas. Yes, you can.
So is she married?
I'm guaranteed that's what it appears like. And I this one right here tough for me, Judge.
Because I can't necessarily say that I see any violations. It's just an assertion of fact. So I would argue that the one thing I can say that she's in violation of is promiscuity. I can definitely say promiscuity. I don't necessarily think that she's in violation of anything regarding her personal relationship. But I think I might have a violation for him. I don't even think we have this one on the book. But it should be a serious violation of turning a hoe into a housewife.
Okay. I'm with you on that. So I'm not even gonna she's a wife now. So I think she should have, in order for her to be a wife after being a sex worker, she would have had to have some type of major therapy, right? To be compatible to a man who wants a structured relationship, right? And it sounds like she's flaunting her past. What do you think? It's like there's no humility in her past. It's almost like, hey, look, imagine she has an audience or some type of influence. She's basically saying, hey, look, it's okay to be a hoe. There's light at the end of the tunnel from that type of behavior, because you can turn a hoe into a housewife. So hoe all you want. you will still get picked. And from my understanding, Judge, that's not really the case out here, is it? That's a terrible strategy. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I don't think anyone should brag about their previous lifestyle. I think it's a terrible strategy to go out there and think you can hold and then believe and ultimately become a housewife. So I guess I could come up with a new violation for her. Another violation for her. I guess creating how would I put it?
I'm gonna say inspiring women to participate in sex work without recognizing the consequences of the consequences that it would have on future relationships.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and pull up the laws for that one. I got the law for the guy.
Okay.
Right here is pulled up.
So inspiring women to participate in sex work without recognizing the consequences the behavior would have on future relationships. I'm trying to think if I got anything else on her.
Would that be a new law? Or what do you think that
it could be? I'm about to go ahead and plug it in and see. The second thing is humility. She didn't have any humility. It's almost if I would say if she's become a wife, she's got blessed and she's got lucky. And as a wife who was made into a wife from being a previous sex worker, there should have been some type of testimony saying, "Hey, look, if I could do it all over again, I would have not went that route, or I would have put that life aside, or I would have never chose to operate like that." There's none of that in there. There's no humility.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no humility for past promiscuous behavior. And I'll just use those. That was the only two I could see. So in the high court, let's go ahead and get to these violations. So inspiring women to participate in sex work without recognizing the consequences. And this is a violation of Title 15, subsection 0.01. Faking success until believed, aka manifestation lies.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Let's go. Title 16, subsection P.01. Voluntary side chick conduct. I found her guilty on that. Okay. And the second thing is, let's say, showing no humility for past promiscuity after redemption. We have Title 13, subsection M.01, chronic cantankerous conduct in romantic partnerships. And also Title H.06, acting like you're too good for the person who cares. And I found her guilty on that. But we can get to the sentences if you want to.
Oh yeah, go ahead. You go ahead and read off the sentences for this one.
So the sentencing is
come up on go ahead.
Overdraft alerts with every soft life post, exposed in group chats by high school classmates, eternal cropping from vacation photos, weekly ghosting from men who only text after midnight, emotional eviction from authentic relationships. What'd you say?
Oh no, go ahead. Keep going.
Also, we got for the second offense, emotional flashbacks triggered by their own attitude, misunderstood in every future relationship, attracts people who adore them until they do, then radio silence every time. And I would just say this matters in general, but I do have a final statement on this, Judge.
All right. Go ahead. before you put your final statement in, I think you need to address both of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and I put it in the back chat. But yes, I'm gonna have to find her husband. We have to put a new law on the book for this. You can label it, had it title 17, delusion-driven decision making. And the new law is subsection Q.01, attempting and or turning a hoe into a housewife. The crime is willfully ignoring red flags, public footage, and private intuition in pursuit of fixing someone who's already in love with the streets. I'm guilty. And for him, his sentence will be every brunch you attend, including one of her exes. You are now subscribed to her Finsta and can't unsubscribe. Your wedding playlist gets hijacked by Future's greatest hits. And you are cursed to eternal cognitive dissonance between her IG captions and your vows. Please add that to the new law book under Title 17, Delusional Driven Decision Making, subsection Q.01. I find him guilty.
Got to add it. And I also want to say that to the lady, just keep in mind that you inspired women to sell their sensuality, like it was a starter kit to the soft life. Never once mentioning the emotional debt that comes due in compound interest. You glamorize fast cash, fast attention, and faster burnout, all while forgetting the dating market doesn't come with amnesia. And for the dude, I just want to say that you knew her resume. There's no way you didn't know she was a hoe. They give off so many signs and red flags. There's no way you would have known. So you reap what you sow, and you can't build a legacy with someone who's still emotionally renting on OnlyFans. Like I'm pretty much this. I don't know. How old do you think this woman was? She look about what? 40?
Probably mid-30s.
And I'm
gonna go back. I just want to see.
Thing is,
mid-30s.
They're about 40.
I'm gonna say, yeah. So yeah, she probably wasn't on OnlyFans then. So I'm gonna take that back. But yeah, that's one thing I would say. The old hoes kind of having their best interest. They don't have the digital footprint like these new joints got. But we can go ahead and keep it moving. I ain't got much, nothing more to say.
All right, I did want to add. I added the new law to the book, and you know what happens. So let it be recorded: the pursuit of love does not excuse the violations of emotional space. The Grand Court hereby enters these offenses into law. That is Title 17, delusional driven decision making, subsection Q.01, attempting to turn a hoe into a housewife.
I will say this, Judge. Like, how do you feel? Like, imagine this woman had kids. Imagine you a young boy, a young teenager, and you run across your mama talking about how she used to be a hoe on social media. I mean, can that kind of be deflating? Or like,
I don't get why these women run to social media to tell the world this type of shit, knowing that you may have kids one day and they got to deal with this. I don't think people realize how forever the internet is. Actually, I think a lot of people do. I just think they don't care. That temporary hit of dopamine or whatever they get from online or getting all these people to like the crazy shit that they say in the world supersedes anything that they may foresee as a problem later on.
Yeah, most definitely a dopamine hit. Yeah, you're right. All right. Well, I guess we can go ahead and get to the next part of this. Let's get it back up. Let's get it going.
Yes, you can.
and I wouldn't have done it. And if
I don't know you, then
please
why?
stop interrupting me. The thing is, when I got down on one knee, again, I got interrupted.
So, Judge, I just want to catch you up to speed on this. They've been running headlines all over town in the news saying that the man was emotionally abusive. I want to play that back, and you just tell me what you think.
We're talking about two adults.
Let me play that back.
Interrupting me. And I wouldn't have done it. And if
I don't know you, then
please stop interrupting me. The thing is, when I got down on one knee, again, I got interrupted.
So what you think about that, Judge?
You said that people were trying to classify him as abusive?
Emotionally abusive.
I don't get emotionally abusive. I get that he was I get frustration. Because I can only imagine how often he gets interrupted on their regular day basis for him to lash out in this particular moment. And then also it feels like she was potentially using her tears to garner support. But I don't necessarily get emotionally abusive. I don't get that from that. I get frustration. And honestly, could he have tonally been a whole lot better in that regard? Possibly, potentially, yes. But to label that emotionally abusive, nah, I don't see that. I mean, unless you got like a full clip of it to where they had a full blown conversation, but from that 10-15 second clip, I can't really say anything other than that.
What I got is I got something on her. I got her being emotionally manipulative. Think about it. I call those tears like that fake.
Crocodile tears.
She's trying to get sympathy. He's just trying to explain himself, but she's overwhelming his explanation or his time to speak with tears. So I don't want to take this case. I think we'll just no offenses, you know what I'm saying? Nobody leaves with nothing on this, but I did want to bring it to your attention just to kind of shed light on how in a lot of scenarios men may run across this situation with their significant others as a woman using this tactic. It's emotional manipulation. She's trying to present herself as extremely sensitive and vulnerable, and she may be the one who made an offense or caused harm or caused an issue, but her appearing as if she's hurt or heartbroken or in tears takes the light off of the original issue at hand and puts it on her. It's almost like a victim mentality almost. And she may not even be the victim in this situation. I've seen it happen so many times. In fact, I've actually experienced this and in many of my relationships where when it's time to hold her accountable or address her or get her to take responsibility, she somehow falls into this, oh, I'm the victim situation. Oh, hear me cry. You know, I'm the one hurt. And it's a scapegoat. You know what I'm saying? Not sure if you're tracking on that.
Okay. Well, so if I had to say, I do believe that she definitely violates this particular law, right? So I found her in violation of Title II, emotional manipulation and toxic behavior, subsection B.03, weaponizing fake tears for sympathy. The crime is using artificial emotion to create sympathy, disarm accountability, and shift public opinion through theatrical weeping. I would like to also pose a new clause, subsection B.010, crime for clout, mobilizing support through emotional fraud. The crime will be deploying fake tears to create false narratives, manipulate public sentiment, and socially prosecute your man without evidence.
Okay, then I'm with that. I'm with you on that, Judge. What?
Do
And
we
you already got.
Oh yeah,
You
all
got.
right, hold up.
You got the sentencing going. Go ahead and go and sentence.
In this particular matter, I find the defendant guilty of Title II emotional manipulation, toxic behavior, subsection B.03. In this matter, she is sentenced to every time you cry, a mariachi band appears to call you out with dramatic ballads titled Manipulation Emotional Volume 3. And then I will also add the new subsection B.010. And her sentence will be all tears now cue a lie detector and closed caption of her actual intentions. Supporters get the group chat screenshots in real time. And emotional manipulation now triggers a boy who cried wolf reputation on all social platforms.
God damn.
And with that being said, get this big bitch out of here.
Somebody get this ham sandwich out of my court.
Somebody get this ham sandwich out of my court. Lock that bitch up.
Throw away the key.
Because yeah, that was wild that she sat there and just broke down in them fake tears. I was sitting here, that just weighed on me for too much to see it. Like I said, I didn't see and what trips me out, bro. There's a reason why people looked at him as the emotionally abusive one. It's because how many women do we know that weaponize fake tears or cry on command to garner support from others? So yeah, that's a huge violation, especially on something such as that. It seemed like they may have been in some form of counseling or like one of them public counseling sessions.
Mm-hmm.
And I seriously dislike women that do that shit.
I feel you. All right, let's keep it moving.
All right, what you got for me?
We're talking about two adults. let's not dance around.
Okay.
We're talking about me and you. We meet tonight. We go have unprotected sex tonight. It got too good. I didn't pull out. It got too good. You didn't say, did you pull out?
You both knew what you were doing before you did.
So now you're pregnant. Mm-hmm. You're pregnant because I can't. I can't get pregnant. I can impregnate you.
You dropped that load in there,
I cannot get pregnant. I can impregnate you. So now you're pregnant. You say, truth, I'm pregnant. I say, bitch, please get rid of this baby.
You're going
right
I'm
now.
going to court.
Let me finish. Please get rid of this baby. I don't like you. I never liked you. The coochie wasn't even good. I never even entertained the thought of liking you. Damn sure don't want to create a life with you. Get rid of it right now. You say, I refuse to do it. It's my body. It's my choice. You go through let me finish. You go through a 9 months of me telling you, please leave me alone. I blocked you. I changed my number. I blocked you on Instagram. I told your parents, I don't even know why she's doing this. I don't want it. The baby comes. You run down to the white man court demanding child support. Why?
Because for one, if you didn't like me, why you sleep with me?
Because I was horny.
No, that's not.
And I was bored.
Then you need
and you were easy.
That's the man's nature,
better
though.
decisions then.
So what about the woman's decision to put the condom on? Because you didn't even know me. You didn't even know me. It was a one night stand.
Both parties are very much so irresponsible in the moment.
Why should I have to suffer for 18 years because we had a solution,
so
but I offered you a solution.
Well, right here, I find both of them in violation here.
Unprotected sex violation, right?
No, well, yeah, you can pull that one up.
Relying on the pull-out method.
I think I can come up with something a little more clear cut than that.
Well, there's two. That's two different ones. You got, first of all, you got unprotected sex. You already irresponsible. That's already irresponsible coming into it. And then secondly, you're relying on the pull-out method. So after you ejaculate, you think that it's effective to just snatch away. And then you argue, and then you got an unrealistic argument. You're arguing that because you don't want the child is enough for you not to be for enough to justify arguing that a woman shouldn't go down to the courthouse to put you on child support. That's ridiculous. Like as a man, what are your expectations after you come into a situation, foul on the play? You come into the damn situation, irresponsibly having sex with this woman, and then upon her conceiving and having a child, first of all, you tell her, I don't want no kid. I think you need to get abortion. Fellas, you got to understand that once you give away your seed, you relinquish all control or any type of leverage you have over the decision making this woman has. It's up to her to whether she wants to have the child or not. You've given that power over to her because you didn't wear protection. So you cannot in turn follow up and say, why would you do this? Why would you do that? It don't work like that. That's not how the system works. And you kind of got to be aware of the system today. I see a lot of brothers fall into this trap, thinking that they convinced a woman to, or persuade a woman to get an abortion just off the strength that they're not ready to have a child. I think the woman's decision is not contingent on whether or not you're ready. It's contingent on a number of factors. One, maybe their moral beliefs. Maybe they don't believe in abortion. Maybe they want the child. You get what I'm saying? So, or maybe they're in a state that is against the law to have an abortion in the first place. So as a man, when you coming in recklessly having sex like that, you have to be responsible enough to consider the circumstances. Because I would say to any man who's moving like this, and these outcomes are self-inflicted. And I don't know who this guy is. Was it The Truth Podcast or some shit like that? I would say that I think he's old enough to be able to be aware of this. I think he's good. He's close around 40 years old. What you think?
Absolutely. He's way too damn old to be doing this bullshit.
This is some shit. A 20, 15, 16-year-old dude. Not a grown-ass 40-year-old man. So this is complete filth. And I would say that any woman in this situation, goddamn milk his ass in the courtroom all you want. You need to learn his damn lesson. This needs to be a case study. A lesson learned. Like, do not do what this dude did. And I think, and you know what's crazy? I think he's just painting out a scenario. It's not something that's happened to him. He's telling you how he operates, which is sad. But I'll let you have it.
So in this matter, I actually find both parties guilty. I actually find both parties in violation. First and foremost, him. I find him in violation of Title 18, reckless reproduction and seed mismanagement.
Very much so irresponsible in the.
Yeah, I just want to pull him up, his face up while you reading it out, so they can know
for
who we're talking
18
about.
years because
you may.
So yeah, I find a violation of subsection R.01, failing to protect thy seed. My brother, you reckless baby cannon, stand tall and take this verbal vasectomy from the bench. You failed to protect thy royal seed, and now you walk around like a victim of your own actions. Shocked every time that baby bump shows up like it was a damn jump scare. You are guilty, my brother, of reckless insemination, willful irresponsibility, and Olympic level pullout failure. From now on, you'll get monthly invoices titled Lil U, Big Consequences. Every woman you meet from this day forth will carry either a toddler a trauma bond, or both, and they all look just like you. Your is now sponsored by Mari. Your DMs are sponsored by the Department of Child Support. And your future is sponsored by Court Order Reality Checks. Also find this brother in violation of Title 18, subsection R.03, pressuring a woman into an abortion after reckless sexual behavior. The brother is guilty of the crime of engaging in unprotected activity and then attempting to shift responsibility onto the woman by emotionally or verbally coercing her into termination of the pregnancy you helped create. I find this brother guilty, and he shall be sentenced to every conversation now plays back, your exact words at full volume, including every "it's your choice" but manipulation. Sentenced to the spiritual co-parenting with guilt, regret, and ghosted responsibility. Future partners all come with birth control, boundaries, and receipts, and they ain't deleting a single message. You are also condemned to sit front row at every ultrasound dream sequence for the next 10 years, narrated by your own conscience. For the woman, I find her in violation of subsection R.02 under Title 18, reckless reproduction and seed mismanagement, failure to guard womb while weaponizing my body, my choice. Lady, you thought this bench only looked at men. No, ma'am, not in my courtroom, they don't. You use my body, my choice like a more escape hatch while flinging consequences at your partner like they came with the package deal. You refused the protection, played roulette with biology, and now expect loyalty and chaos. You are guilty of a womb warfare and tactical deflection. You didn't guard your temple. You turned it into a drop box for bad decisions and then blamed the delivery man. I hereby find you guilty, and you are sentenced to every time you scream "my body, my choice." A courtroom projector plays your entire relationship history in 4K with live commentary from your mama. Future partners come with legal disclaimers, boundaries contracts, and emergency therapy vouchers. And inside your spirit's womb waits a mirror, plan choices and consequences to remix on loop until you learn. This isn't oppression, my lady. This is accountability, and I find this matter adjourned. Send both of their asses to the big house.
All right, let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it rolling.
And can you please add those laws to the new law book?
Yes, indeed.
I'm updating it right now.
You had a solution, but I offered you a solution.
Gang, 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 gang. Bitch, I leukemia. I got shot when I was 16. I had to spend a nigga's.
What the hell?
I don't know what that was.
Gang.
Nice thing.
Both parties are very much so irresponsible in the
why
moment.
should I have to suffer for 18 years because we had a solution, but I offered you a solution?
Hold on, wait. Rod Carpenter says sentence him to 22 years of full child support payments and sentence her by defying her Section 8 benefits. Damn.
Oh, snap.
Hey, look. That one might have been that sentence might have been tougher than the ones we had.
Yeah, he out here. He ain't playing around with him.
He ain't fucking around, is he?
Not at all. Hey, we're gonna add that to the law book.
Go ahead and add that to the law book. 22 years of full child support payments and sentence her by denying her Section 8 benefits.
All right. Go ahead and save. I'm gonna go ahead and copy that and save that over.
Gang. 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 Bitch, I leukemia. I got shot when I was 16. I had to spend a nigga's.
Not saying that.
So we're gonna skip that one because I think this is just a matter of him being sassy. I don't know who this artist is, but it's a damn shame what masculinity has come to. I don't know if this is a gay rapper or a straight rapper, but I'm gonna just leave it at. What's your 2 cents on this before we move forward?
I look at it like this. I'm just gonna find him in simple violation. This is a simple violation for me.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and sentence him.
So I'm gonna find. I want to add this to. I want to add this to the list. I want to add.
He don't even have a lineup, bro. He is in a music video. He ain't got an edge up or nothing.
Hold on. Are you ready for this? I want to add to the law book. I find this brother in violation of Title 19, auditory crimes and delusional hustle syndrome, subsection S.01, becoming a trap SoundCloud rapper after the age of 30.
Bro, is his shirt underneath his jacket dingy? Or is it me?
Yeah, everything about this video is dingy, bro. This man beard is dingy, the background dingy, his shirt dingy, his hairline dingy, his clothes are dingy. Everything about this is just all bad, bro. I don't.
First of all, I'm gonna violate him for having too much space between his eyebrows.
Would you like to add that to the book, or you just gonna let that's off the cuff?
We're gonna sentence him to looking at broken mirrors for the rest of his life.
Hey, look, like I said, in violation of becoming a trap SoundCloud rapper, he's being charged with the crime of attempting to start a trap rap career after age 30 with no fan base, no financial backing, and lyrics written during smoke breaks at your temp job.
Now, I just want to see if did he perk his lips?
Oh, perked up the list. Oh yeah, he's super sassy.
He's super sassy. This motherfucker was perking his lips out. Yeah, I don't know where he's from. I don't even want to say Atlanta. Well, let's go ahead and keep it moving then. Unless you got something else.
Oh yeah, I gotta add in a sentence. So again, I find him guilty of the crime of becoming a trap SoundCloud rapper after the age of 30, subsection S.01. As in violation of Title 19, please add this to the books, auditory crimes and delusional hustle syndrome. He is sentenced to every freestyle ends with bro turn that off from the aux cord holder. His auto-tune subscription shall be revoked permanently. And he's cursed to perform for IG Lives with 3 viewers, 2 of them bots, and 1 of them your cousin. Let it be recorded that the pursuit of SoundCloud rap is not for the 30-year-olds. And I find that nigga guilty and send that nigga to the big house.
It on.
Get his ass up out of here. Get his ass up out of here. Especially with that sassy shit.
Man, he doing too much for that. All right, let's move forward.
Gang. 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 Bitch, I leukemia. I got shot when I was 16. I had to spend a nigga's.
I'm not saying that it's off the table. I just want to know what benefit would I get for being a stepfather? Would a man be wrong for asking a woman that?
I think it's a loaded question because why are you asking me that? I feel like as a man, you should know what if you're coming into a relationship where there's children involved, I don't think that's an appropriate question to ask in terms of what's the benefit that I get for being a stepfather to your children. Like, that doesn't even sound right to me.
No?
Because I'm going to look at you like you're crazy.
Okay.
Because I feel like if you know that I have children, you should already start programming your mind to think, okay, I'm going to be around her children.
Okay.
My question is, why should I want you around? What benefits do we get from having you around? So that
hold the fuck on. Am I listening to this right?
Play what you hear.
Did she just tell this man you should program your mind to what benefits do we get for having you around? And not this man is coming in to take care of you and your kids, and you telling him he needs to shift his mindset to trying to figure out how can they benefit having me around. Let me just play it through.
That's what I would need to know. Like, what are my children going to see in you? What are my children going to learn from you? Okay. Those are the questions. So if you're saying what benefit do you have from being a stepfather to my children, I'm going to ask you, why are you even asking that question?
Okay.
What kind of woman? See, this is the problem that I have with women like this, right? They are unwilling to acknowledge the fact. They are unwilling to acknowledge the fact that coming with kids automatically presents a problem for men, and that a man doesn't automatically feel that he must accept your kids to deal with you. This is extremely problematic in the dating process. And I get it. That this is a podcast, right? And these questions don't actually come up in real life, but you're thinking it. And all we're trying to do with these podcasts is to get women to understand that while you may not hear men actually say this during the dating process, these are the things that they may be thinking and or feeling. So for her to try to reverse Uno that and try to make it about her and her kids and how they could benefit from him, as if he doesn't have the potential to take, like, we understand what you would get from him. You get protection, you get provision, you get assets, you get help, you get a father figure to your children. And they know this. But this is just a tactic to basically browbeat men, or actually to shut down conversations about how men would benefit from this particular situation. And she could have easily just listed off the things that her and her children would help him benefit from this particular situation of becoming a stepfather, especially given the climate.
Right.
So I don't necessarily know what laws this will violate currently at this moment. I will have to look into that. We really, hey, look, chat. Real quick chat. If y'all feel like becoming our courtroom recorder, we would definitely appreciate having one of those, because we kind of doing this shit on the fly. And it's kind of hard to engage while also trying to, pull up the laws and figure out exactly what should be going on. And we would definitely like to have a courtroom recorder that would be willing to read off to kind of record some of the laws that we want to add to the books. But yeah, I don't. There's so many violations here with this woman that it's already too many to name.
Too many, man. I see a lot of ungratefulness as well, man. The fact that you got a man that's considering to, date you and take care of your kids. He's just simply want to know, what does he get out of the deal? You know, I don't think that's even a bad question. She said it was a loaded question. And that's where you got to kind of try to have a conversation with these women and actually parse through everything that's going on in your mind, because a lot of them don't even know how to answer a question straightforward without trying to move the goalposts. Like, I think it's simple, bro. Like, what do I get? Like, what should I expect for being a stepfather and dating you? You know, I'm willing to come into your life and I'm willing to contribute to your household, contribute to your kids' life. I just want to know, what do I get in return for my efforts? And I think there's many things she could have said, but she didn't say any of that, anything. She just said, you need to be worried about what do we get for having you around. Like, damn. Let's come to this. But I don't got nothing for it, Judge. I just wanted to. I'm just glad we was able to connect mutually on our thoughts on how we thought about this lady.
Yeah, I got a few laws that I think she could potentially violate. I think she would be in violation of Title III, communication issues, and just looking at the specific conversation itself, the way that she was talking to this man. I would say that would be a violation of truly avoiding difficult conversations, because I felt like instead of her truly answering the question, and she purposely tried to flip it to make it about what she can get out of it. And then I would also believe that she might be in violation of conversation corruption and emotional misdirection. Deflecting, baiting, and emotionally manipulating dialogue to win rather than understand. For that one specifically, I will find her guilty of that one specifically, because I don't believe there was any effort to try to understand where a man is coming from that particular situation. She was just trying to get her get back.
Right.
But if I had to say any law that she would violate, it'd be that one. But I don't know yet. We can withhold judgment on this one. I see Rob Carpenter says, "Get her off the street. She's a danger to society."
We'll just hold her. We'll hold her in contempt and until the next trial date, and just let her sit and think. Give her some free meals for about a week.
Yep, I'm with it. Yeah, I'm willing to let that one sit for a little bit. I don't necessarily know exactly how to really address her, because this isn't necessarily a situation where she's talking about her own personal situation. This is just a public dialogue. So
Right.
it should be a violation to really like public dialogue, but I don't necessarily have any laws on the book for that just yet.
Right.
So we have to revisit. We adjourn this method, this matter, and we do a continuance. I don't necessarily have a court date yet for her. So go ahead and just screenshot a picture. We'll revisit this at a later day.
Okay.
Let's see. How about 2 weeks from now for this one?
I got a doctor's appointment 2 weeks from now, and usually when I have doctor's appointments, I like to take the whole week off, because they gonna pay me anyways. So let's give it 30 days.
30 days. So we make sure we bring her back up on 30 days. Revisit this matter. I might have something for her.
Are we gonna let her sit in jail for 30 days, or are we gonna just let her sit for a week and let her bond out, or what?
Oh yeah, no bond.
Oh God damn.
We cannot have a we can't have out there corrupting more companies. She ain't guilty yet, but she definitely got
we go push the court date back because we got personal endeavors, and we just gonna let her sit in that motherfucker, huh? Yep. This is the court of filth.
Yeah, she got to sit for a second, bro. She got to sit for a second. I'll say definitely shout out to the chat, man. We about the court is adjourned, but let me go ahead and give y'all a few of my thoughts real quick. Like I said, we building this shit as we fly. So we putting the wings on. We getting the goddamn landing gear on there and all types of shit. So I know it's a little choppy right now, but I appreciate y'all, specifically you, Rob Carpenter, for rocking with us. You my guy. Yeah, man, this was a pretty good show, man. I think we covered a few things. We added a few new laws to the book, but we gonna clean this up for y'all, man. It's gonna get better. We gonna rock this thing out. I don't know if Judge Bruizzr got anything to add to it.
No, man, we got some amazing content coming up. Some stuff gonna shock y'all what we're gonna do here. Just stay tuned with us. We shout out to I want to say Rob Carpenter is probably the only one that's watching right now. Appreciate you pulling up and appreciate everybody on the replay. I got nothing else. It's 12:23 in the morning. We're gonna go on. I'm gonna go on over to Lapeef. You gonna go on over to Lapeef? Sit over there for a little bit.
No, but I'll watch.
I might just pull up and just talk shit. I got to see who's on there first and what they're talking about first before I pull up there. But if nothing else, man, Judge, I feel like we did a good job here today.
Court is adjourned.
Court is adjourned. All right.
The Filth Amendment. We, the judges of the Filth Court, do hereby declare that no person shall have the right to remain messy in the matters of relationships. No individual shall be exempt from judgment or escape accountability for their actions, including but not limited to questionable decisions, dramatic love triangles, or embarrassing text exchanges. Let it be known that, in the realm of modern relationships, the chaos and messiness that accompany human interactions shall not be protected by any right to remain unexamined. Those who engage in cringeworthy dates, relationship meltdowns, or arguments gone too far shall not be entitled to shield themselves from the full extent of scrutiny. No person shall be absolved of their flaws, imperfections, or mistakes. Thus they shall face judgment, and no claim to innocence shall be allowed when the filth of their actions is exposed in the court of public opinion.